Ever since I shared my experience, which I back then I saw was like the biggest misfortune that has ever happened to my life, that made me playing the victim role for so long. After I exposed it, it's now been a week. I feel so great. It's like this negative energy that was stored in my body for so long was finally released. And also I realized, is this what bothered me for 4 years? Is this like, I cannot even understand why back then I was withheld by this fear. I literally felt like if I expose this, my life will be ruined. There will be thousands of people blaming on what an unforgiving bitch I am, and thousands of people hating on me. But after I actually did that, now if this actually happens, for example, I suddenly get lots of haters because I shared this opinion, I'm like, okay. It's that moment I realized your fears are not real. Sometimes we are so like held back by our own thoughts. We kind of have this catastrophic thought that if we do this thing, something horrible is going to happen. But now, after I did that, I'm like, even if it happened, it's not that bad. And also the most ironic thing is back then, this was the biggest misfortune that has ever happened to me, right? Like I felt like my career reputation was ruined. I was being unfairly treated. And now I see this as a great money opportunity. So first of all, I received multiple false accusations of how I was life-threatening, even though we have never met in person, right? But now I realize, I can sue her and get this money back because I was literally physically not there. So the more reports she makes, the more I can sue, which means the more money I can get. Like, in fact, right now, I'm not even in New York City, so I hope she makes like 10 more accusations against me of how I make her feel unsafe. That makes me even richer. Like, how did I not see this as a money opportunity? Instead, I saw myself as this poor victim. When something happens, always try to see the silver lining. I think now, back then, I also had like neck and shoulder pain all the time. Spiritually speaking, this is because you're too stubborn. You only see things from one perspective. You're not looking for other directions. Now I realize it's really true. That was not something horrible at all. It was a blessing in disguise.